everywhere. The people good with it. They cooking out amongst garbage. They playing with their kids amongst garbage. Like, whatever happened to that self-pride? We have people that's carpenters, laborers, this, that, and that. Why are we not fixing up? It's like everybody disassociate like this ain't mine.
Ask yourself,
I don't care what it's not. You live there, you occupy.
Ask yourself, what did they do by design to misplace us and replace our people that was governing doing those things? What happened to those people? So we didn't just wake up this morning and show there's trash there. They removed you, a strong black man, from your community and put you where you want to be and leave you to weak, uneducated people. That wasn't. We just wake up one and say, oh, we don't want to clean trash up. See, they leave people behind who they know can't think and leave. They like everybody getting 15, 20 years. Now your son got to raise himself. So your son wasn't taught by you to do the things you're doing. So guess what? He's going to teach himself. And sometimes when you teach yourself, you make all the moral mistakes possible. And then you got people come behind and then how to get like that. But look at the source. What happens in cause and effect? I don't think nobody woke up saying we're going to be black and ignorant. We made mistakes, but they do to us, but they don't do no operation in the world. They put us away forever. So when we come back to our community, and the young guys don't want to listen to us, guess what they say? They old you, don't know what they talking about. They give you black girl forever.
You know what? I mean, one of the biggest misconceptions I have, the problem I have is a lot of people blame the youth for being off the chain and chaotic.
No. You know who fault
I'm
is?
not saying that, but I put a lot of fault on the older people.
Guess what? You're right.
Because they was the ones that supposed to have guided these seeds. If you look at the time frame, a lot of people talk about the 70s was good, the 80s was good. Yeah, they were irresponsible adults planting seeds, and what grew from that was the 90s. Because if you look at the time period, the 90s, the 2000s was the most violent kids. That's when they started getting really violent.
Sir, let me share something.
In the late 90s and early 2000s.
Sir, let me share. The biggest mistake that happened to our people was the creation of the African Americans. Okay, you're right. Things were flourishing after the 68 riots, because I lived it. I was a kid, right? Yo, the government did what they're getting ready to do this time, but this time it's going to be more abundantly. They laced the community with billions and billions of dollars. Matter of fact, all you do is sign a piece of paper, you can go to college for free. Okay? And what they did was create a new breed of Negro called the African American. Because when we had them where we want them at, they said, well, what do you want? And you know what we said? We want to be like you. Right. And guess what we did? We got the education, and guess what? We turned our backs on our community. And people, I'm 57, people my age and their kids, guess what? They fled to Woodlawn, which later on became Hoodlawn. Randallstown, which became Vandalstown. You see what I'm saying? And what they did is they applied the same system. Now, you know history, the same system they fled from in England, the caste system. But they just renamed it and called it different things. From the caste system in England to the toll road system, right to toll road, is evidence to apartheid, Section 8, and urban renewal. You see what I mean? So guess what? It's a lot of black people my age, that copped out for the dollars and being, I got my degree, I was worried about my kids, and they turned their back. They forgot about clothing, they forgot about white like in Brookfield, you know, LMP and all that kind of stuff. But there's certain people like me who haven't, because I lived it. This is my second time saying this. And what those kids did was, like I told in my interviews, they displayed the Christ. He knows that he came up from the old school teaching. And now it's time for us elders, right? Like I formed a bond with the families, which they call the gangs, right? For me to lay back and protect them and let them take charge. You see what I mean? I don't care about being a leader, because you know what? When one die, we all die. Yeah, see, my thing.